So
Okay. Okay, we'll get started. And Donna, I didn't introduce you. We've known each other for what, at least 5 or 6 years? We're part of the networking group there, Womanition. And you weren't always doing this, were you?
no, I stumbled across it with what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then she just kind of got started with this with the QR code and creating, it's almost like Linktree, I want to compare it to. So you have a QR code, you don't need business cards to hand out. You just you can connect with your phone and your contact information goes on to their phone, right?
Yeah.
With all your and it doesn't have to be one business, right? You can have a number of links there, right? That they can
Yeah.
look at. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
They're
you
pretty
can probably
amazing.
explain it a little bit better than me. But anyways, yeah, so welcome. And you've met a few of these people. You haven't met Shelley, I don't think. Um,
Hi.
or Z, was she there? Oh, Z was there. Yeah. All of the Stony Plain Library, Donna was there. So, oh, Leah, you didn't meet.
Hi.
Hi. I saw a lot of photos, so I feel like I've
Yeah,
kind of met
yeah.
everyone.
Well,
So,
thank you, Donna. Thanks for doing this for us.
oh, of course. Thank you for asking.
Mhm.
So, did you want me to start?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So, just a bit of background on what these QR codes and mini landing pages are is social media was only allowing people to put one link in their profile. So this was several years ago, and people had a lot of things going on, but they needed more than one link. So these mini landing pages were created. So they provide one link, but it's laid out almost like a menu, if you can imagine. So you can put links, as many links as you want on these pages and have them go to your different businesses or different pages on your business's website. It just makes things very simple for the users to read because they're looking at it and they're going to see, health and wellness, or it could be skincare, or it could be lose weight, things that are going to instantly grab people's attention. They can click on that and you can lead them to where you want it to go. So they are fantastic for that. They're also great for if you want to include videos. So if you have any, videos that are company approved that you want to put on there, you can have those on there. You can have your social media links are all on there, an email link. But then, as Michelle was mentioning, there is an option too where you can have it so that they are downloaded. Your contact information will download to their phone. So I started using these for clients probably, I'd say, at least a year ago. And because it's a fantastic way to bridge print, digital, and your person. And so I started using them, but then I love being really creative with things. And I started finding ways to use them very unique ways. So a person can go in and create their own mini landing page if they want to. I kind of bump it up on steroids, and I like to make sure that it follows within brand guidelines. If you have a business brand that you're following, that it represents what it is you want, and that is broken down into bite-sized pieces. So you can have a bunch of link buttons, but I like to incorporate headers in there so it breaks it up a little bit. And then I just like to be very creative with how I do things with it. And the other thing that I like to let people know is a lot of us are used to the QR codes when we would go to restaurants and we would, scan for the menu. That is called a static QR code. So there's different types of QR codes. A static QR code is what you can get for free off of Canva, Vistaprint, A lot of places will say, oh, we'll give you a free QR code. And it's just a static QR code that goes to one spot. A dynamic QR code, which is what I do, it has its own URL attached to it, meaning it's almost like a mini landing page or a mini website. So it has its own custom URL, and that QR code and that URL will never change. But you can change the back end around as much as you want to. You can change, if you've got events that you have, then you can go in there and change. If there's a last minute change of time or date or venue, you can just go in there and you can change all of that, and it will occur in real time on your mini landing page. So a static QR code, just to, clarify, goes to one spot and that's it. And if you want it to go to another spot, you need another QR code. With a dynamic QR code, which is what I do with the mini landing page, it's like having your own little mini website that can go as far as you want it to go. I mean, it's pretty limitless what you can do with it. So it's an amazing tool. And I recently did one for Dorothy at Womanition. And I don't know if you've played around with it, Michelle, but it goes into different directions and it gets very creative. You can have it so that links are locked, so that either they have to subscribe to get access, or if you only want certain people there, then you have a code that you can give people and say, this gives you exclusive access to this item. Or if there's something you don't want other people to see. So for example, you've got your downline. If you wanted to have some way of connecting with them that you don't necessarily want potential customers to see, you can have that locked so that only your downline can access it. And then they can get a bunch of valuable information from you. It's just a way to provide value-added features and services, apps and tools, all in one beautiful little mini landing page.
Can you show us
So,
an example, Donna? Would you be able to
yeah.
pull up an example?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will pop up mine. So I've got mine here. I don't know if you can, it's kind of hard to see. I can,
Can you
here,
pull
what
it
I'm
up
gonna
on the
do
screen? You can't pull it.
is
screen.
I can share my, I can share the screen, right?
Oh,
Oh,
can you? Sure.
if you can allow me to, and then what I'll do is I will show,
How do I allow you to share the screen?
if you go down to share screen,
Oh,
then
yes.
you should be
Okay.
able to say allow multiple participants, I think, or something like that. Or
Advanced
I
or
can email you the link.
share?
Did you want me to put it in the chat?
Sure. I'm just seeing share sound optimized for video clips. Maybe here.
I'm just trying to think here. So you should be able to go to
Advanced, maybe?
share. Yeah, try advanced. It's hard for me to see without.
Portion of screen, content from a second camera? Okay. No, I don't think. Okay, try and send it to me via email and I'll see if I can pull it up. Sorry,
So I
guys.
just put it in the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to take a look there
Michelle,
and share
Yes.
it.
I think you need to make her a co-host and then she can share her screen.
Okay, how would I do that?
I'm not sure. I've never done it before. I've just overheard people say that.
Yes,
Can you
you're
make
right,
me a
you're right.
co-host?
Participants, let me see, chat.
I think you go under
Oh,
Whoever's
participants, yes,
participating.
okay, and then
Participating.
participating, thank you.
invite maybe, or more? Um,
It's actually in chat though, you girls.
okay, let me
It's
just.
beautiful. I just opened it up in chat. It's beautiful.
Oh, did you? You opened it
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I, if I click, I gotta share screen and then open it up, right?
Yeah, so if you open it up and then you share your screen, then you can just share that.
Dynamic code.
And then you guys can't see it, right? I think I have to share the screen.
But you girls, why can't we, Michelle, just a suggestion.
Mhm.
Just we go on chat, we look at it, we open it up, we can still hear the hostess, Donna, we can still hear her speak. When we look at, we can open it up and look at it as she speaks.
Yes, yeah, it's kind of nice when we're all looking at it at the same time, but let me just,
Well, we will be, we just can't see other people. We see that page.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
still see it. I've just opened it up and then as long as we can hear Donna.
Okay, so
I
you
think it
can,
worked.
Go
can you
ahead.
see it, everybody, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
as you can see on the examples that I've got there, so those are different branded mini landing pages I've done for clients. And some of them are custom background. So you can do a custom background, but you need to have hosting for that. So that's, you know, an additional option that you can do. But most of these are just, I've just created them with brand colors or to create an effect. And then what I also do is I always will brand the client's QR code so that it has their logo in it, or it can have their, you know, their image, whatever it is that they want to identify what it is. Because like a URL, if someone sends you a link to something, you're not necessarily going to open it if you don't know what it is or you're not expecting it. Same with QR codes. It's the same idea. You don't want to just go and start scanning codes. If you see something, you know, stuck to the side of a building, don't scan it because there's people that do just like URLs, they can have corrupt links for that. So, oh, Michelle's got it.
I'm gonna try and share it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I have,
and then, yeah, so I put together some options so you can see what they are. You can put your headshot at the top of the page if you want, or a logo. There's different options that you can do there, but you can see that some of them are broken up into, oh, there you go.
there we go, okay. Where are you?
Into,
Should I scroll down more or?
yeah, no, this is good
Okay.
right here. And then, so yeah, you can see how they're branded. You can see that some of these have headings in them. Most of them have headings. And then there's your social media links. People can click on that and it goes right to your social media pages. I typically like to put those at the bottom just because you've gotten them to your page. The last thing you want to do is send them off down the rabbit hole of social media. But I know some clients, they say, no, I'd want it at the top. There's also usual, like there's an email icon there, so people can go and click on that and go right to your email. There's also options to have a contact form, so people can submit their information to you, and it goes right to your email of choice. And it's a great way to connect with people. So what I love about these is they not only attract people because people see QR codes and they're intrigued now because we know what they are. And they're also great for those who are visually impaired because it's an internationally known symbol. So people know that that will scan. And then if anybody has dexterity issues or anything like that, the mini landing pages are very easy to use. You don't have to worry about people typing in a URL. You know, you use the link that goes to this in your social media instead of just a single website. Because let's face it, when we're on our phones, the last thing we want to be doing is navigating through a big website and trying to figure things out. This breaks it down into bite-sized pieces of what it is. So think of it like a menu. If you went to a restaurant and they put on one page everything that they had in one lump paragraph, it would be really hard to find stuff. So this is like a menu to your restaurant of what it is that you're offering. And so that's why these things are just so incredible. And to give you an idea, their marketing abilities are amazing on them too. And to give you an idea, Taylor Swift, when she just released her latest album last month, what she did for her marketing is QR codes. She had giant QR codes painted and applied to buildings and billboards, and they were dynamic QR codes. So the first day she would have a typewriter that typed the first letter of the name of her album. And it kept people engaged and watching, and they would go every day and check, and there'd be something new. And then as she was giving clues throughout, and this was done internationally, and as they were giving clues of things at the end of it, you could download her music right from there. So they, the analytics they offer, you can find out where people are finding you, where they live, what type of phone they have. It's crazy, you know, if they're coming from social media, if they're coming from your website. So it's very helpful in that regards as well. So
Wow.
it's, yeah, they're amazing. And I started, like I said, I kind of stumbled across this as I was doing things for my clients because I was trying to find ways to bridge all the branding that I was doing and their marketing tools and all their websites and that. And I found that these mini landing pages, but people were not using them to what their potential was. And that's where I started to get really creative with it. And I make them to be like a little website for people. So it's the price is there for the different packages. So those are a one-time cost. And then I offer different features that you can get with them. So with each of them, you get the branded dynamic QR code. You look at package number 1, it tells you, and then package number 2 tells you what additional things that you get with it. And then package number 3, again, it tells you what additional items you get in addition to package number 2. So in package number 3, I also include a box of 100 business cards that I design for people, and I include their QR code on those as well.
So people are still using business cards, or you don't need to, do you?
You can, so I figured out a way because I'm a new iPhone user. I've been Samsung for a long time. I used to have my QR code and a digital business card right on my screen that
Okay.
people could scan. I've figured out a way to do that on my iPhone. So I'm figuring that out, and then I will be providing my clients with instructions on how to do that as well, so that they can have that on there. But a lot of people still like to have that tangible card.
Yeah.
And if you're talking to someone, you know, some people, maybe they don't want to pull their phone out or whatever, or they don't want to touch your phone. But business cards are always great to have because they are, a tangible item. I put the QR code on there as well. And then that way they're a useful piece. I personally, I don't know if you recall, Michelle, at the Womanition event, so for the table that I had, I took a hole punch and punched the corner of my business cards and with the little
Mm,
ribbon, I tied it to the bags. So
Yeah.
people have my business card and my QR code right there.
mhm,
And it's, instead of buying a little label or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
good. Good
yeah.
stuff.
And then further down the page there, because a lot of people ask me, they say, well, I don't want to worry about this, or I don't want to touch it, or I don't have time to do this. And that's why I started doing this. Can someone go and create their own mini landing page? Yes, absolutely. But if you want to go and bump it up and go even further, then that's what I do. And it's like with the website, people can build their own websites, or you can hire someone to do it because you either don't want to do it, don't want to be bothered to do it, or you just don't have the time. And so the top row, the first 3 packages, those were a one-time fee. The bottom ones are maintenance options. So for $19 a month, pardon me, for maintenance, that includes me going into your account and I can change your page, make revisions, add links, remove links, whatever it is you need to your mini landing page. For $19 a month, I'll go in there and do 6 changes for you throughout the month. Maintenance 2 is $89 per month, and that includes up to 14 revisions or links. It also includes a 30-minute creative and marketing consultation call per month. The reason I like to do that is my background is I have 30 years of experience in marketing, branding, design, all of that. And I love working with people and helping them think outside the box of what they can do differently. How can they attract customers? Where should they be? And so a lot of times just having that 30 minutes to talk to somebody and get some ideas can be very valuable. And I know that for my clients, those 30-minute calls have changed their business for them. So, and then I also provide a 10% discount on my regular price services with that package as well. So that's me.
Wow. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned Donna signed up as a consultant too, by the way.
Yeah. I'll
There's
be
your
adding
name.
I'll be adding a button onto my
Yeah,
landing
no
page.
kidding. I think that's awesome because there is a fellow in the US doing it, like with Partner Co. I don't even know, have any of you looked at his pricing or anything? Because I know a few people have signed up with him. And
I think, sorry, Michelle, I think it's a one-time, well, to set up, and then it's a monthly fee. I think for us, it's $15 a month for him to maintain it. I'm
so
not
it's
sure if
US
it's doing any changes.
would that be US dollars?
Yes.
Probably.
I think it's 12 US and then 15 or 16 for us Canadians.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll stop recording. Is that good? I'll stop recording and then we can ask questions if anybody's
Sure.
got any other questions. Oh, should I stop sharing, I guess? Was there anything else anybody want to look at here before I stop sharing? No? Okay, I will stop sharing. And then I'll stop recording. Okay. Stop.